Well, hello everybody. How are you? Good to be here. Monday, 27th of October. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Apologies. We had our winter clock change on Saturday night and, as per usual, completely mucked everything up. Really, because the UK and Europe do it and nobody else seems to want to do it at the same time as us. And it really does muck everything else up. So obviously for the next few days, at least maybe a week or so, there will be slight time differences. But when the United States go back onto EST, we will be changing the time slightly to midday and 5 p.m. UK. Okay, so that is where we will be going moving forward. I think I did it last year as well, when the clocks change, just to make things a little bit easier. So it will be going to midday and 5 p.m. Excuse me. In the near future. Anyway, let's bring you up to date then. If you haven't seen, haven't heard, or you've been hiding under a rock somewhere, there was a new pop-up in your OES that came out on October the 24th. For me, quite late at night. So depending on where you were, it was either late Friday night or early Saturday morning. And we're going to talk about that today. And also, pretty much at the same time, the Victory with Ash website, which is victorywithash.com, if you haven't seen it yet, also was updated from just a forwarding page to almost a proper website now. We're going to talk about all those bits and pieces today as well. A big thank you goes out to Chris, Julie, Susie, who have done an update over the weekend. Susie today as well. That is going up on this channel as we speak. That'll be available very shortly. Also to everybody else, and I mean absolutely everyone else who's been doing lives over the weekend. Angie Han has from Germany for the German community. Also, Raphael Saint-Domingue has done some. James Hawkins done one as well. Janet Butler. Who else has done? Ivy Mix has done one as well. A few others as well, which I can't remember off the top of my head. But well done, everyone, for updating everybody on what is going on at the moment. Exciting times, isn't it, right now at the moment? So let's get into it then. Let's talk first of all about the new News 17 that popped up in your ecosystem. That was late Friday night, early Saturday morning, wherever you were in the world. And very informative. I thought it was more of a conclusion, I felt, this News 17, that we are now moving away from the OES, and we will be moving very shortly into Victory with Ash. A little reminder at the beginning there, wasn't there, just to say about the old business on passive. It is still there. Nothing's happening with it. It's just been parked. The vehicle is there, and we are using a new vehicle to go to where we really want to go, that big, bold, beautiful shared dream. Nothing is happening with it, by the way. If you've, however many accounts you have in the old business, they're still going to be there. Any funds that are still in your wallets are still going to be there. Obviously, there is legal issues and payment processes that were frozen, and that is all getting sorted in the background, but it's certainly not going to stop us moving forward to our final destination. Okay, so this is where we're at the moment. We are moving forward, and that selection process for the priority position placement is happening at the moment. And this obviously is going to be the selection process for Victory with Ash. Okay, what this News 17 was about was to give us more updates about how that process is A, going along, and B, what is going to happen as far as that first, second, third wave, I suppose, of people is going to happen. So it is only just is happening right now. As we speak at this moment, nobody and I mean nobody, has any links, hasn't had any confirmation of their placements for that priority position. Nobody. Yes, we've had inklings of, we know, for instance, that 60 plus people will be getting that placement for those first positions, and then subsequent second wave, third wave after that. But nobody has had any confirmation whatsoever to this date today of who it is and whether they have that placement. So if anybody is out there right now saying, yes, I got a link, yes, I'm going to get a link, okay, that is completely false information. Okay, rest assured, we will all find out. Okay, but if anybody is out there right now saying this, absolute lies, and they are trying to do, I don't know, something that they shouldn't be trying to do. It's also very interesting as well that Susie McRae, the lovely Susie McRae, came up with a very good analogy that we might understand how this strategic rollout of Victory with Ash is going to happen. And she said it is a bit like boarding an airplane. Okay, everybody is going to get on board, or the vast majority of people will get on board, but certain people get to go on board before other people. Okay, there is room for everybody, absolutely everyone. Okay, who wants to take this trip, this next part, with all of us and our CEO Ash Mafara. We are all sharing that same destination. We're all going in the same way, in the same place. Okay, but it needs to be done in an orderly fashion. It needs to be done successfully, of course, and it also needs to be done strategically. But rest assured, it says in O News 17, there is plenty of room for everybody who wants to come aboard in good faith. There is, of course, going to be certain individuals who will, unfortunately and inevitably, okay, not pass muster or be allowed to go because of problems they might have done and disruption they might have caused in the past. But this is such a small minority, and I really do mean that. Very, very few people will be excluded. The vast majority, okay, who are wanting to come on this journey will do. Okay, and quite honestly, the ones that don't haven't even bothered to fill out that application. So we are now ready to welcome those first people. Okay, we are waiting with bated breath at the moment to receive the message that those people have received the initial priority position. And once this group of people have been settled in to Victory with Ash, then there is going to be a second wave of membership, and we will have all those details about how this is going to happen and roll out as soon as those first people are settled in. And this new system, guys, has been intentionally designed with space and opportunity for all who wish to join with optimism, cooperation, and good intent. And together, we're going to leave the past behind, and we are preparing for this new journey filled with promise, unity, and purpose. So stay tuned, okay? It's not going to be long now until we are taking flight into the horizon, onto the next step. Exciting times, it really is at the moment. And if you remember from past O Newses, he said it's going to happen in October. Really is not a lot of October left, is there? So it really is important that we stay tuned, we stay up to date with exactly what is going on. So that was basically O News 17. It was giving us a bit of a taster of how things were going to happen, how they're going to roll out. But I think the biggest word that was coming out of that is everybody, or the vast majority, 99.9% of those who want to proceed will be allowed to do so. And remember, it is not a number 1, it is not a number 10, it is not 100, it is not 1,000 or 1,000,000. Every single person that enters Victory with Ash will have exactly the same opportunity, will be allowed to enter, utilize all of the programs that are going to be there, the same quality as everyone else. There is no ranking, there is no I was here first, there is no timestamp, there is no nothing. This is just a very strategic way of getting people into the one place. Think of it a little bit like trying to get 100,000 people inside a stadium. Okay, not everybody can go in at the same time. There has to be some kind of funnel, little snaky path, okay, to get through that turnstile inside this great big massive stadium that we call Victory with Ash. That's all there is. Everybody has their own area and seats and all the rest of it, so do not worry. We're going to see the same show. We're going to see the same things. Okay, everybody will have the opportunity to enter Victory with Ash, as long as you have not been one of those people that have been disruptive in the past or said negative things about, i.e., our CEO or the company. Okay, so very exciting. Now then, also very exciting is the new website for Victory with Ash. Where can you find that? Just put in victorywithash.com into any browser and it will pop up. Now, I really do recommend that everybody takes a look at this. Okay, why? Because there is an awful lot of information there already that you can utilize this time whilst we are waiting to get yourselves more knowledgeable about what we are going to see within Victory with Ash. Do we know what is going to be there? No, we don't. But this is a prefix to what we are going to see within Victory with Ash. And this is why it is really important that you read it. Now then, also, if you open it up and you have a look to the right hand side at the top, okay, there is the Google emblem, little round Google emblem. If you click that, there is a drop down list of various languages. And before people say my language isn't there, this is going to be expanded and added as we move forward. Don't forget, this is just opened up a couple of days ago. Okay, more languages will be added to that, but at the moment this covers a vast majority of areas in the globe with languages that majority of people do speak. So you can change this website into your own language so that you can understand exactly what is going on in there. And you can use those tabs at the top, home, about, training and benefits, to be able to navigate this web page so that you can have a look around. You can click anything on it, guys. Okay, it's not, you're not going to break anything. You can have a look around it. Obviously, you can't log into anything yet. Why? Nothing's live. Okay, this is just there so that we can have a good look around. On that very first page, Victory with Ash, where it says rise, reset and focus, you can scroll down. Okay, it gives you a little bit of information, some really nice pictures and the path to victory, what we are looking at. Each one of those where it says rise, you can click on read more, and guess what? When you click on read more, you have got a whole lot, a deeper look at the 3 R's. Scroll down and it will give you loads and loads of information about rising, resetting and refocusing. And you can do that on each of those individual tabs. It comes up with the same 3 R's and you can read that at your leisure. I recommend, again, everybody does this. It then goes into how the Victory with Ash is going to help you to grow not only within your own self, your own skills, but also how to help you within your business with communication skills, growing and purpose. Again, you scroll down and more stuff comes up. It also tells you a little bit about what Victory with Ash is going to be. It is going to be a members only area. Okay. And it tells you a little bit about your membership, what is expected from you within various categories. Okay. Again, integrity, dependability, accountability, action takers, big thinking and dreaming, and techability as well is there. One place that you should go to, okay, is right at the bottom. Just keep on scrolling right at the bottom, and in the very bottom left hand corner, it is a little bit faint, okay, but it does say code of conduct. Now, this is an area that we should all make sure that we read. It is really, really important that we do read this code of conduct that is expected of us moving into Victory with Ash. It is our duty to read it and understand it. It is our charter for what we are agreeing to moving into Victory with Ash. What is our responsibilities? What is expected of us within Victory with Ash? This code of conduct explicitly explains all of the things that are expected of us within this new area called Victory with Ash. And this is why it is important that we all read it and understand it. Why? Because they are the rules of this platform that we are agreeing to adhere to. Plain and simple. If we break those codes of conduct that we are agreeing to, we may be excluded from that platform. They are there for all of us to adhere to. And if you are not going to adhere to them, then you should be expected to be excluded from it. Okay. And again, this code of conduct goes into explicitly what would happen to you and what is expected of you if you don't adhere to them. And if you are either suspended or terminated, what will happen to you if that does occur. So it is important that you understand it. It is important that you read it so that you have got no comeback as far as I didn't know. It is there for everybody. Also at the top, you've got about. Okay, now the about areas, what should you know about our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh? Okay, it's got a synopsis about him. Okay, and you can scroll down and it's got an awful lot of information about our CEO, about his previous endeavors, what he's been involved with, etc. Again, you can read that all at your leisure. And then the last tab you have on there is training and benefits. What to expect within your first 30 to 90 days. Okay, again, it goes into a lot of detail of what this program is going to help you do within Victory with Ash. And again, you can read all about this, scroll down, okay, and it does give you some very good bullet points as to what Victory with Ash and the program within it, the training area, is going to help you as a person and within your own business. And if you've read all of that, if you've taken all that on board, if you understand truly what Victory with Ash is going to do, then you should be extremely excited for the future. Number one, it's free. Okay, everything that you've read there in that web page for Victory with Ash is going to be free for everyone. Just hang on 1 second. Let me just exclude somebody who doesn't want to be in the chat. There you go. That's what happens. It is a free area, and this is why I keep going back to saying this is a gift to all of us. Why? Because all of this is being given to us for free from our CEO, Ash Mufareh. The strategy behind it is really, when you start analyzing how it's been rolled out, what it's going to do, how it's going to improve the standards of everybody within it, really is masterful. If you think really long and hard about it, by literally training individuals for free up to a certain level and standard to be able to be more successful is masterful. It means that we are going to be better prepared to be successful when we end up in that big, bold, beautiful shared dream, but also it's going to benefit the company as well. Goes back to that two-way street. He's helping us to be successful. Us being successful is beneficial to the business. That two-way street is exactly what we are seeing within Victory with Ash. And we all collectively play our part within Victory with Ash by not only helping ourselves to be more knowledgeable, be more confident, be better business people, but also by helping others within Victory with Ash. This is not a as long as I'm okay, Jack, attitude to have within Victory with Ash. It is about the collective, about that community, about the realized dream of all of ours to be able to succeed. And this is why the understanding of the membership within Victory with Ash to everyone should be very important to all of us. We are collective in our success. And as long as we understand that the more success collectively we can have, the better off we are all together. And this is why it is very important that we understand how it's all going to work. We read the code of conduct and we help as many people as possible to be able to get into Victory with Ash, and then for them to understand exactly what is going on. I am absolutely fired up at the moment. I feel very relaxed now, really relaxed about how things are progressing. I know they are being done in a strategic manner that is going to benefit us all. I know that what he is putting together, even just looking at the website, is high quality. And if that is going to be a little snippet of what we are going to see within Victory with Ash and then onto the next business, then I am extremely happy and confident with what I am seeing. Yes, it is a new start, but it's not a new beginning. We are starting from a point of knowledge, of experience, of knowing a lot about a lot of things. We are not green round the gills. We do know a lot of things at the moment. All we're doing is changing that vehicle, moving on to a new place, which is still the same shared dream that we had before. We're just switching vehicles and going in a different direction. I actually think this is going to benefit all of us and the business. And if within years to come, we look back at what happened, I firmly believe this has actually been a blessing in disguise as far as the solidifying of the business is concerned, and also the people who are going to be within it. Yes, we are getting rid of some dead wood. Yes, we are pruning people that haven't got the same alignment as we have and our CEO for the next stage of this business. Is that a bad thing? I don't think it is. I think we are much stronger with the right personnel there. I think we are going to be much more efficient within our working, within being successful than we ever would have done before. It comes with responsibility, and he's told us this many times before. This next stage, you have to be responsible for yourselves within Victory with Ash and within the next business. We are all going to be successful because of what we are going to learn, but it is going to take a little bit of effort from ourselves, and we need to understand that that has to be put into practice within Victory with Ash and then on to the next stage. I'm excited to see what we are going to have within this new platform. I'm more excited to see what the ultimate business is going to be. But one thing's for sure is that I believe things are in place, things are moving, and we will get more updates from our CEO very shortly. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't hear something this week at some point. But obviously that's not confirmed. It's not been told to me, but I get the feeling that we will hear something this week. That's for sure. Anyway, guys, that's it from me for today. Sorry about the confusion once again for the timings, but I got here in the end, and that's the main thing, isn't it? So tomorrow it will be at whatever time it is now. So 5 o'clock here, and I think still 1 o'clock in the US. So it'd be 1 and 5 until the US change their clocks. Okay. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. I'll bring something to the table tomorrow, and we'll have another little chat. That's it from me. Bye for now.